Welcome to Amazing Indiana Music Stories.
You know, I'm not interested in going to a gallery and seeing 3 exact paintings by the same guy. So I always wanted to venture out and do different things. And so I've made, rock and roll albums. I've made a gospel record, even though I'm agnostic. I just thought it'd be a vein that I'd never ventured into before and I wanted to know more about. My R&B band, the Snake Handlers, was nominated for International Blues Album of the Year. But Sindacato has always been my main thing. We recorded 6 CDs, I think, together out of the 12 I've done. The guys in Sindacato, there's been several side guys, but mainly it was myself and Gary Wasson, Jon Martin, and Carl LoSasso. And we always just had this idea, look, we're going to do what we want, and if it flies, fine, if it doesn't, and the first 2 records both got a Album of the Year by Nouveau and Star and News. That had never been done before. They'd never given it to anybody over a rock band. So that just kind of gave us enough arrogance to think we could do whatever the hell we wanted. So we did. We made R&B records, we made bluegrass records, and it was a great way to try to expose everybody to that there's a lot of great music in America from all genres, I'm interested in them, maybe you should be too, something like that. Someone that changed my writing more than anybody. This is great funny, I'll try to make it short story long. I was working at a guitar shop in Broadville for a guy named Jack Gummer. And I was having my morning coffee and I was looking out the window and I said, Jack, you got to come here a minute. And he goes, what is it? And I said, there's a woman walking up the steps that looks just like Meryl Streep. And he looks out and he goes, oh yeah, that's my sister-in-law, Meryl. So it was Meryl Streep, right? So Meryl comes in, and of course, I'm like, geez, yeah, nice to meet you, greatest actress of all time. But she had her kids with her, and she was really cool. It's like she didn't look a bit like Sophie's Choice. She had on the leather jacket and the cowboy boots and everything, and I thought, well, this is family, so I want to kind of get away. So I'm in the back room, and I'm kind of messing around with this steel guitar, and one of her kid comes back, and what are you doing? And I went, can you show me? And I said, okay. And so, he's doing that. And so she comes back and thanks me, which seemed ridiculous right there. Meryl Streep thanking me for anything. And she goes, we're going to go have lunch. You want to join us? Gee, I don't know. No, of course I can tell you, one of the hardest things on earth is trying to eat lunch with Meryl Streep at an MCL. But I finally got in a word edgewise between the fans, and I said, Tell me about the method acting thing. How's that work? And she described it to me, how you actually become the character, And she was saying that, think about the character. What's their morning breakfast table look like? Or do they drink out of a mug or cup, Do they use coffee or cream in their coffee, things like that. What kind of wallpaper do they have? And so I took that and I applied it to writing songs. I wanted to know, I wanted every character in my song to ring true, And so when people ask me who my greatest songwriting, who has influenced me the most, I say Meryl Streep. You may never hear that again from anyone.
To Many towns ago, ups and downs ago, I turned my collar to the wind, chased a shining star, didn't get too far, found my way back here again.